Good evening to our viewers from all around the world. Coming to you from Windhoek, Namibia, this is Prime Time News with me, Michael Madimba. Leading the bulletin tonight, the Cheetah Cement factory outside Otjiwarongo lost more than 6 million Namibian dollars during its 2-week forced closure by the Ministry of Labour, Industrial Relations and Employment Creation. This was confirmed by the plant's mine manager, Emmanuel Shilongo.
Mine manager Emmanuel Shilongo on Monday told Nampa in an interview that even though production has commenced at the factory last Tuesday, the company incurred heavy losses. He said there was no production, they had to pay salaries and also purchase personal protective equipment outside the country. Shilongo stated that the personal protective equipment alone cost the company over 600,000 Namibian dollars. He said shortfalls which were detected at the cement grinding station, cement miller, Ruta Park, cement warehouse and cement workshop were also repaired before the opening last week. Shilongo added all 250 workers of the company are back at work and they have already conducted a one-day induction for them. Cheetah Cement was closed on the 10th of May after labor inspectors discovered that the company did not comply with the stipulated health and safety conditions for employees in the mining industry.
Now, onto a topic that sparks opposing views around the world. The Parliamentary Standing Committee on Gender Equality, Social Development and Family Affairs will conduct public hearings on 3 petitions received by the National Assembly with regard to legalizing abortion in Namibia. Our Kavango-based correspondent Sawi Hausiku filed the story.
The hearings, which started today until the 2nd of June, will take place in the Zambezi, Ohangwena and Kavango regions. Will deliberate on whether the current Abortion and Sterilization Act 2 of 1975 should be reformed. The information officer at Parliament, Raphael Hangula, in a statement on Monday said the petitions were received from various interest groups in 2020 and referred to the committee for further consideration. Hangula said the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Economics and Public Administration is also planning to go on oversight visits to Inland Revenue Regional Offices, customs entry points on the same dates. This committee will visit Oshana, Ohangwena and Orongo regions.
Moving on. International University of Management's founder and chairperson, Professor David Namwandi, has emphasized the importance of investing in research and development to better tackle the challenges Namibia faces. Isabel Bento filed this insert.
He was speaking during a groundbreaking ceremony for the IUM Swakopmund Research, Training and Conference Center on Monday. Namwandi stated that nations who invest heavily in research and development prosper, while those who do not remain poor. Adding, therefore, they believe their salvation is in applied research, which ultimately provides tangible and practical solutions to the many challenges faced. The IUM chairperson said the center will also create employment. According to Namwandi, once completed, the Research, Training and Conference Center will focus on applied research, amongst others, on making the coast more attractive to international tourists and investors. He said similarly, the coastal areas are blessed with a powerful fishing industry, and with applied research, this industry can be assisted to generate various production units for resources to generate value addition, thus creating jobs. The center will also focus on offering training in research.
On to news from further afield. A United Nations refugee official revealed that the war in Ukraine has heaped further pressure on Africa's fast-growing population of vulnerable people. Lydia Pitiri reports.
Cereal prices have surged because of a slump in exports from one of the world's breadbaskets. Rolf Mazu, Assistant High Commissioner of the UN Refugee Agency, told AFP. In Africa, rising food costs are sharpening the impacts of conflict and climate change, which have already driven millions into poverty and forced them from their homes. He added food, fuel and fertilizer costs have skyrocketed, and the decline in purchasing power is hitting the most vulnerable households the hardest, including refugees and displaced people. Mazu spoke by telephone from Malambo, the capital of Equatorial Guinea, where he attended a special summit of the African Union at the weekend to discuss the continent's humanitarian crisis.
When we return, consumers feel the pinch as fuel prices are set to increase yet again. Welcome to the Primetime B segment, where we dissect all things business and economics. Consumers are yet again set for another bruising encounter at the fuel pumps, as the Ministry of Mines and Energy on Monday announced an increase in the price of petrol and diesel for the month of June 2022. In a media statement availed to Nampa, the ministry said petrol prices will increase by $2.50 per litre, while diesel will go up by $1.50 per litre, effective the 1st of June 2022.
In a media statement availed to the Namibia Press Agency, the ministry said petrol prices will increase by $2.50 per litre, while diesel will go up by $1.50 per litre, effective from the 1st of June 2022. The increase means pump petrol prices in Walvis Bay will now be $20.40 per litre, while diesel will be $21.43 per litre. The ministry attributed the rise in the prices of fuel to the current turmoil in the oil and gas industries, which have seen global gasoline and diesel prices increasing to record levels without any sign of dropping. The statement added that another reason for the increase is the significant fall in refining levels since 2020 due to the COVID-19 outbreak, adding that the oil markets are also leaning upon the upward pricing trend because of the pending import ban by the European Union on Russia. The ministry stated that the exchange rate figures for the period of the 1st of May to the 20th of May 2022 show that the Namibian dollar recorded a huge depreciation against the United States dollar, and this entails that the business of conducting international transactions is more expensive.
Now, the World Health Organization earlier today noted that the tobacco industry has a far greater threat than many realize, as it is one of the world's biggest polluters, from leaving mountains of waste to driving global warming. Lydia Petiri reports.
The World Health Organization accused the industry of causing widespread deforestation, diverting badly needed land and water in poor countries away from food production, spewing out plastic and chemical waste, as well as emitting millions of tons of carbon dioxide. In its report released on the World No Tobacco Day, the UN agency called for the tobacco industry to be held to account and foot the bill for the cleanup. The report, Tobacco Poisoning Our Planet, looks at the impacts of the whole cycle, from the growth of the plants to the manufacturing of tobacco products to consumption and waste. The report focuses on its broader environmental consequences, while tobacco's health impacts have been well documented for decades, with smoking causing more than 8 million deaths worldwide every year. The findings are quite devastating, Gregor Craig, WHO Director of Health Promotion, told AFP. The report found the industry is responsible for the loss of some 600 million trees each year, while tobacco growing and production uses 200,000 hectares of land and 22 billion tons of water annually.
Stay tuned for your sports news, but first, your economics roundup and the weather forecast. In our sports segment tonight, we begin with athletics. Namibian sprinters Kristen Boma and Beatrice Masilingi will miss the Confederation of African Athletics African Championships scheduled for the 8th to the 12th of June 2022 in Port Louis, Mauritius. Out of the 55 African countries, 48 have confirmed their attendance for the 22nd edition of the championships, to be held at a brand new track at the Cote d'Or National Sports Complex, considered one of the best technical stadiums in Africa. Update on the media on Monday. Coach Hank Botha said Mboma is doing well with a recovery, but she will not be ready for the African Championships. Beatrice Masilingi has a nerve problem on her back, and she will not be able to recover for the African Championships. Therefore, both athletes are out of the competition, he said. On to the gentlemen's game. Namibia's senior cricket team, the Eagles, will face Hong Kong in 350 over matches at the United Fields in Windhoek from the 5th to the 12th of June. According to a media release availed to Nampa today, this will be the 4th competitive competition to be hosted by Namibia in 2022. The matches come after Namibia returned from a successful tour to Zimbabwe, where they beat the host 3-2 in the best-of-5 2020 matches at Queen Sport Club in Bulawayo. Stand by for your sports roundup. That's all the news we had for you in tonight's installment. Thank you for watching. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, share and press the notifications bell to stay posted on the latest happenings locally and globally. Catch us for the midweek edition tomorrow. From myself, Michael Madimba, and the entire production crew, it's good night.